Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Sunday Global Healing Call, and I'm so happy for everyone that is joining us in the rooms today, or in this room today. It is October 19th, 2025. And again, welcome all to the Sunday Global Healing Call. And I am Debra-Ann, and I am happy to announce my co-host is Esther Francis. And Esther Francis, I'm going to let you introduce or welcome new people. And maybe should we wait a moment till more people populate the room? I heard an echo.
There's a big. I wonder if it's here.
Let's see, Nehemiah, mic is open. Perhaps that is the one. Ah, it went away. That's awesome. Over to you, Esther.
Okay, well, we are welcoming you, whoever you are and wherever you are tuning in from. And we'd love to hear from you in the form of, if you'd like to, in the chat, especially if you're new, to let us know your name and where you're tuning in from. And we love to welcome you that way. And we welcome each one of you. And anything you want to say today, the theme is on love. Love, any appreciation of love that you'd like to post, please do. And we're so glad you're here. And Debra-Ann, thank you for inviting me to co-host, and back to you.
Okay, and Rodell, I kind of skipped the disclaimer, and I apologize. Is it possible to put that one back up? I'm sorry about that. So all of you that are joining us, we have a disclaimer that's coming up on the screen, and it's important because we are sharing from our hearts our own experiences, and the things that we share are educational, and whatever you choose to use or participate in, it's your free choice. It's educational, and I'm looking for the screen because it's a beautiful screen that was put together with a disclaimer statement. And we've got people coming here from Nepal. Thank you for posting that. Okay. So it didn't come up on the screen. I apologize for that, but I gave you a verbal disclaimer. So we are going to proceed. I want to thank all the people that are responsible for bringing you this Sunday Global Healing Call. Our tech people are Rodell and Cornelia and Robin, and of course my co-host. And then we have Katie, who is going to be doing the announcements, and then all the wonderful folks that are here today. And hi, Luke from Nepal. I see you. And Mei Chen, so glad you're here. I see you, Ron. Welcome. Jerem, and of course Beverly and Ariana. I'm so glad to see your faces. And all you other folks. Oh, Brett, happy day. Nice to see you. Cindy, what a beautiful background. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Vinod, welcome. Lynn, welcome. And all those that are here that have your screens off, I just welcome you. Shifra, so glad to see you. All right, so I am going to turn it over to Katie for announcements, please.
Okay, well, we have a new announcement, actually two new announcements that I'm really excited about. There it is. We are having our art and creativity time. And if you were able to participate in any of the art times that happened last year, you will know that they're just a delightful gathering to have time together and let our creativity flow. You do not need to have any kind of artistic anything. It really is about creativity. And we're going to be having a discussion about it and kind of more information on Wednesday, October 22nd at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is noon Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK, and 6 p.m. CET. And there is a donation that we ask, a minimum of $5. It goes right to the orphanages in Nepal. And I'm very sorry that I will miss the first one, but I will be there for the rest of them because it's such a fabulous, wonderful time together. And I wish that for all of you because we all are creative, and it's a nice gift to give to yourself. And the next thing that is new is we have a winter solstice 7-day gentle detox, which is a new version of the detox. This is it's very well suited for people with digestive issues, IBS, Crohn's, Ehlers-Danlos, all of celiac, all of those things that can make it difficult for us to digest well. And it's going to be 7 days. I've seen the layout. It's lovely. It's going to be wonderful. I'm very excited about it. And that will be from December 14th to the 20th. There is an early bird price of $67. The code is GD Early Bird. And oh, it's right there on the screen. Good. Yeah, that's going to be a wonderful experience. Then in June, from the 1st through the 5th of next year, we are going to have our Ancient Secrets family reunion in Ashland, Oregon at the Wellsprings, Jackson Wellsprings facility, which some of us have been there. It's delightful. It is lovely. I'm very excited that that's happening and look forward to seeing whoever of us can join. Then we do also still have our self-guided courses, the Ancient Secrets 101, Ancient Secrets 100-Day Experience, the 7-Day Delicious Detox, and the 30-Day Delicious Detox that are all self-guided and available anytime. Yeah, and that's that. And then I don't know if you all have noticed in the email newsletter, but we've been having a weekly remedy or marma. And this week's remedy is for allergies. I know a lot of my neighbors are having allergy things going on. And this one is right there on the screen to mix half a teaspoon of ginger juice. And how I do ginger juice is I chop up ginger and then I squeeze it in a garlic press. And that gets the juice. 7 crushed basil leaves. Tulsi basil is ideal, but basil is terrific, works as well. And 3 crushed black peppercorns. And you combine it with honey. I'm not sure how much honey. Maybe Debra-Ann can fill us in on that. And take it regularly. And over time, your allergies really do start to subside. So I'm going to give it back to Debra-Ann to talk about the rest of the details of that and how much honey.
Oh, Katie, that was marvelous. Thank you. I have to say, my heart is bursting with joy for all the visuals that Rodell has put together for us. And I want to take this moment for us to send a bunch of love to Rodell in the Philippines and all the things that have been going on there. And Rodell, sending you so much love. Your visuals are beautiful and they've added so much. And thank you for the disclaimer again. You are so much in my heart. Peace and tranquility fill your heart and those of the people in Philippines. As the earth is shaking, may you all feel the strength and stability within yourselves. I love you. Thank you. Oh gosh.
Thank you so much, Debra. Thank
Katie,
you,
that
everyone.
was awesome. Awesome. And as far as honey, only a teaspoon of honey. Don't get too crazy with the honey on that home remedy. I have to tell you, when I started with Ancient Secrets, I had seasonal allergies. That was in 2021. They went away, and I have not had them since. So these home remedies are very powerful. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to put up the quote for today.
Debra-Ann,
Val has her hand up.
have my
Yeah.
hand. On Katie, Katie, could you translate the 7 Tulsi basil leaves into a teaspoon or a tablespoon? Because that's very confusing. I can't find full on Tulsi basil leaves where I live.
Belle, you could probably use less than a quarter of a teaspoon,
Oh,
okay, of dry
okay.
basil leaves, of the
Okay.
dry Tulsi.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Esther, did you have?
No,
Did
I
you?
forgot my
Oh,
mic
okay.
was on. I was
Okay.
just, I think I was with Bill all these years. I've never known how much. And I was glad to have that clarified that it's so little. I've been using a lot more when I ever do it. So thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question, Belle. That was great. Okay. Today we're going to, the quote we're going to be using is the one that's at the very front of the book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you. Love will teach you. And so today, I am going to share my love with you by sharing some of what I've been going through the last few months. Maybe not the details, but the process that I've been through. Because during this time of very, very many challenges that have come into people's lives as this world is changing, we have to learn how to negotiate them. And so my love to you is sharing what I've been through and how I've come through to the other end. Did it happen overnight? No. It's a process. All of this is a process. And I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you. Love will teach you. And interestingly, love is a decision that we make every single day in every single situation that we're a part of, and what we think. So what we think, so much of that happens by the things that we are exposed to. And many times the things we're exposed to, some of the things I'm exposed to, I'm going, why did I have to see that? I can't unsee it. I can't unknow it. And the truth is, oh, at least for me, it's because I need to take it in, accept it, not judge it, and send love to it, transmute it within myself. So there are so many things that are going on in the world. So what we think and what we feel is what we create. And so one of the things that I'm really grateful to Ancient Secrets for are the principles and the keys. And in the miracle experiment game, I learned a lot about one of the 2 laws. Okay, the 2 laws I'm sharing with you are the 2 laws for my other group. So I have 2 groups that I have my heart involved in and my seva involved in. And so seva is service. And one of them is this group of people. You are the Ancient Secrets community. It is you that I'm giving my love to and my service to. The other group I'm involved in is the assemblies, which is the American government, the 1776 American government. And then there we're learning 2 laws. And their 2 laws, which would be their principles, which match perfectly with Ancient Secrets principles, is the law of gratitude and the law of love. So over the last couple of months, I have for the last 4 years, I've been giving my life to the Ancient Secrets and the assemblies. And I knew for a fact, this is what I needed to do. This is where I was going. Here's how I was serving. And a couple of months ago, everything blew up. Everything that I thought I was supposed to do, and all the things that I was invested in, totally came to a stop for various reasons. The reasons are irrelevant. What I tell you is I was filled with anxiety, insecurity, not knowing what, all this time I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do. Fear of the future, and of course, ego and judging and finding fault. And in that judging and finding fault, I knew I needed to incorporate the principles of ancient secrets. And if y'all were on last Sunday's call, you had the beautiful experience of Ilaria showing us remedies, Marma Shakti. And so we're going to begin this part of my story with Marma Shakti, because that's what I turned to in this situation where I had to cocoon because nothing was stable. Everything was in flux. It was such a challenge. And so we're going to do those together. And what I'd like you to do is, sit back straight, upright. We're going to do these marmas together, because these are the marmas that grounded me and connected me. And this is going to be our opportunity to go within ourselves and find our own space and our own breath and who we are. So we started out with forgive and forget. Do you remember on the left hand? And one of the beautiful things she did was incorporate the statements from and I'm never going to say this right, but the Ho'oponopono, whatever that is from Hawaii. You all know what I'm talking about. At least most of you do. So what I discovered, because I incorporated after I learned from her last week how to do this. So we're going to do this instead of 6 times. We're going to press first. I'm going to say the phrases, and each phrase is a press, and then the last press. And I think just to get through today, because my intention is for all of you to have an opportunity to share, at least those that wish to. Okay, so we'll do this just one time. So we're going to press 1, and then I love you.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me. Thank you. And the last press. That's how I get through the 6. So a lot of what I needed to do is to transform my subconscious emotional feelings about judgment and betrayal. And this Marma was part of that process. Was it immediate? No, I had to do it many, many times. And then it was, what do I want? The forefinger of your right hand. We're going to press this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for me, it was picturing the people that betrayed me, the people that said things that were untrue, and the situations where I was really judging people. I didn't want to do that anymore. So I'm picturing that forgiveness and that love for those people that were involved. And then the self-love. All of this was about me. It wasn't about them. It was about me. And we're going to squeeze 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then now that I've forgiven and I've found love within myself, I need to focus. I need to focus on what is it I'm supposed to do next? What is it that that the divine is opening? Can I be clear and just focus on what's coming? Okay, thank you, Nehemiah. So we're going to do this focus one right on the third eye. And we're going to breathe in and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for oxygenating our brain and anxiety, we're going to do right under the nose. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And calming that nervous system down, our little head squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then very good. 6 pats on your left shoulder above your heart. Very good.
Debra-Ann, I couldn't get the first one. It was too fast. I didn't get how you incorporated it. Is there any way we could do it again? It's beautiful, but it was so fast I couldn't get it.
Oh, okay, we can do that again. So the left hand, we're going
Okay.
to do the first press.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the words. Do you know the words? I love you. I'm sorry. Please
I
forgive
know.
me.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I know I'm in a different order. Okay.
Okay, so I've changed the order because the only reason I'm doing them is because I love you. And so
Okay.
I start with I love you.
So
And
we
then
think
I
of
say I'm
someone we want to
sorry.
forgive. We think of someone we want to forgive. Is that it?
You know what? It works regardless.
Okay.
Because the truth is, I'm forgiving myself in this process because
Okay.
this process was about me. Yes, everything was happening outside of me, but it was the way I was embodying it within myself. So it's about me. So when I say I love you, I'm talking to myself.
Okay.
When I say I forgive you, I'm talking to myself. Or when I say please forgive me, I love you, please forgive me, I'm talking to myself.
So it's one, the first word is I love you, the first press. I love
No,
you.
the first press is just the first press because there's only 4 phrases. And I do the 4 phrases in the middle. And then the last press. So the first and the last press do not have any words with them.
One is, and then it's I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Please forgive
sorry.
me.
Please
Thank
forgive
you.
me.
And it's all directed at myself. Was that helpful?
Yeah.
Okay,
Love you.
great, great. Okay, so let's see. Now I would like you all, because this is going to be our little meditation, to to let's do this one more time so we can go into this place. Press the first time 1. I love you. 2. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And the last press. And close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Exhale with a sigh. All these Atiti Debobavas coming my way. The unexpected guest was me. The unexpected guest is you. And those phrases are about you. How are you that unexpected guest? How do you love you? Love is kind. Are you kind to yourself? Love is forgiving. Are you forgiving yourself? Love lets go of judgment and sees the possibilities of you. Let the judgments just melt away and embrace everything about who you are. You are the unexpected guest. You are the Atiti Debobava. Let's do some 3 breaths. Deep breath in, out with a sigh. Deep breath in, out with a sigh. And this last one, deep breath in. And let your sigh have a wiggle to it. And be here with me as I tell you the rest of my story. I knew I had to love myself through this process. I had to see that I had to cocoon and just step away from everything. And you know what? I needed to be okay with that, within myself. That was okay. That was just how I process. I had to be okay with the judgment and look at each one of them and see what is the possibility, what is the gift that that judgment is bringing. I know one of the things that Dr. Clint has said and mentioned that Dr. Naram had taught was, the world, life teaches other people. We don't teach other people. We love other people. And the only way I could do that is if I totally accepted and loved myself and was able to let go of the judgment. And one of the things that I was able to let go of was needing to have any action that I took be a lesson to the other person or the other people or the other groups. Any action that I took needed to be a, what do I want? What do I want to do in this situation? What feels good to me? It doesn't have to teach anybody anything. It has to be true to me, has to be true to love, and has to be with the heart of love for the other beings in my world. So as I was finally able to step forward, one of the things I learned about ancient secrets that was very key to my moving forward was Siddha Veda is about principles, the 6 keys, and everything is about yourself and how you show up in the world. And whatever I create within myself and the way I see things and the way I progress is what is going to be happening in the world around me. And I had to look at my shadow. We each have a shadow. We're all not just full of light. We have our one wolf is the shadow and the other wolf is the dark, our shadow side, our light side, and which one actually grows and is in the world is the one that we feed. And so I needed to feed the light. And it was the Marma Shakti that helped me move the emotional blocks through so that I could get to the other side. And so I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you. Love will teach you. And the only way love is going to teach you is if I can love you, which means I need to love myself and move past anything that prevents me from loving you. And so that's why I chose that quote for today. And I would love now to have Esther share how this quote has been embodied in her life and in her experience. So Esther, over to you.
All right. Wow. Thank you for all you had to share with us. A lot of food there to chew on and be nourished by. So the irony is the Atiti Devo Bhawa aspect of what, yeah, it sounds like you've been going through, and what inadvertently to my conscious self occurred for me in my life when I was dancing and walking home at twilight, and one step radically altered my life. I stepped down on a place where half of my foot was on the walkway and half of it was on an abyss. Nothing was there. There should have been dirt there, or there should have been a covering for the area around the tree, but it had eroded and there was nothing there, and there were no cones, lights, fences, anything alerting people that nothing was there. And bam, my ankle turned, boom, boom. The next thing I was, hit the cement and literally could not move. Had to be transported by 4 very kind men in an ambulance to the emergency room. And we're now at 2 months and I guess about a half. And I'm just now able to raise my arm. Still can't drive. And for the first week or two, just I couldn't feed myself well. I couldn't get to the bathroom. I mean, just the most basics. And it did turn out, I would say, the biggest gift in the experience has been a deepening and appreciation of love and a descent beneath maybe some of the ways I had experienced it into really the revelation, especially in my relationship with my son, who has just been extraordinary in his care of me. And my son's not one who's big on holidays, who's big on talking about stuff. And yet he, more than anyone in my life, has showed up to be the love through his care. And what it also showed me is that, it's like one of Dr. Naram's principles is that not only I'm not here to teach you, but to love you, and love will teach you, which for me is in itself a teaching. So there's for the paradox of life, because if we take that to heart and we listen to it and we learn from it, we've been taught by it. So there's, life is it has this paradoxical. We always kind of, the dualistic mind wants to make an either or. And as I go through life, I've learned more and more. It's rather than that, it's not an either or so much as a both and then some, or then and a more, as in love. And that the other principle is that with medicine for one can be poison for the other. And then it's not only in what we take in as imbibing, what we eat or drink, but it's in what we feel, what we think, and that we don't all have the same modalities. Some, sight is way, way, way more important. Others, it's hearing. Others, it's touch. And, in terms of, I come from an astrological kind of, background, and the elements, water, love is, am I felt? And so much like let's say this community here, I did not have tangible physical with anybody, but the words, the feelings, the love that I was able to receive from this community were immense. The prayers, the golden angels were praying, and individually people reached out by phone, by text, and that's healing. That's love, and that love is healing and received. For other people too, it's people who have a lot of air. It's like the words are so important. Just the way some people it's seeing and other people don't even see, that way. So it's really thrown my life into a deeper appreciation of that the key has been to, some people call it surrender. I like the word accept, I think, better. And even I've had to accept a lot of things that, for me, dancing, movement, taking care of others, being independent, to not be able to drive, still to have to ask my friend Alicia, who's also an acupuncturist, said to me, you have to rephrase the way you're thinking, that you're not telling people what to do, because I had an aversion to, kind of directing or asking for things. He said, you have to let people know what it is that you need and then be ready to accept the assistance. That's helped me a lot. So I don't know if it'll resonate with any of you. But that's all I want to say, because we want time for everybody to share. And that's just, the tip of the iceberg of this experience that's come with the Titi Devabawa. And I just want to conclude my words with a huge gratitude. Thank you for everyone in this community for the support that you've given me and the love that I've received, and sending it back. So next, who would like to share? Please raise your hand and speak up. And I'm going to hand it back to you, dear. Where are you?
I'm here.
Okay, Debra-Ann, please take over.
Okay, Esther, I want to thank you so much, because what you shared showed how much love you showed to yourself, learning how to receive and and just be okay accepting the love from others. I mean, that's a way of loving yourself that we all get an opportunity, I think, in this lifetime to experience, where we are incapacitated and we have to receive. So thank you, Esther. I thank you for your story. Shifra, please.
So, yeah, it took me a little while. Let's see.
You're kind of quiet. Can you get
Oh,
closer
okay.
to wherever your
Yeah. Can you
microphone
hear
is?
me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, better. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. What was it? No, I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you. Yeah, I found that powerful. I didn't catch it the first time you did the forgive one, but it was powerful. I mean, I've done it with myself, but there was something about that wording that really helped a lot. And this morning I had this experience. I'm at the synagogue and we give out food. We have a little free pantry, and somebody comes and brings all this really good bread, which I cannot eat, and it doesn't bother me. But we give it to people, and there was so much. Somebody said, "Well, why don't you go make some peanut butter sandwiches and take them into the square?" So I did, and there was not a single person, who wanted a peanut butter sandwich. It's really nice bread. Nobody wanted it, and I was a little. I said, "Okay, I'm going to go into Harvard Square," and I went all over Harvard Square, and I couldn't find anybody who wanted a peanut butter sandwich, and there were quite a few people who were homeless, and maybe I mistook one or two people. It's hard to tell always. But anyway, but then I saw a woman off in the distance, and she said, "Oh, I was really down, and I was having a bad day, and oh, thank you for coming." And I sat and I talked with her for a while, and I had some cake, and I gave her the cake, and she was like, "Don't you want any?" I can't have it, and it didn't. I don't know. I didn't feel like, oh, poor me, I can't have this cake. I just, I can't eat it. And I don't know, she just enjoyed it, and it was just so nice to have someone. I just left the whole cake with her and gave her another sandwich, and then I went into the square and I gave it to some more people, and and I don't know, it just was a good feeling, like it wasn't my bread. Somebody else gave the bread, but I like interacting with people on the street, so I went and I gave. Now here's what else would happen. So I went into the supermarket, and I told one of there's all immigrants working there, so there's an organization that helps people if they're affected by ICE. By the way, they're everywhere now. It's really a very sad thing. But anyway, so I figure I can pass on this information to people. So anyway, then I'm heading back to the synagogue where I'm staying. My wallet isn't there, and I'm embarrassed to say I flipped out. I didn't love myself and say, listen, you're gonna get the wallet back. And if you don't, you'll replace the cards. There's no money in it. It's okay. But I flipped out, and then I went back, and sure enough, they had it right. I had dropped it by the door. Somebody took it there, and then they had it there for me. So I don't know. I don't want to be. I'm not as angry as I used to be, but I sometimes find that I blow up like that at myself. That's not a very loving way to be. I could say, I'm disappointed with myself, but it came back to me. And I don't know. They're always loving to me when I go in there, and I've told virtually every worker about, Luce. I don't know if this is local. So I don't know. That felt like a loving thing to do, and I enjoyed it. And the woman said, "Well, you're the giver," but I felt like the receiver when I gave her that bread and the cake because it made her so happy. It made her so happy. So anyway, that I don't know. That's my little story. Thanks.
Thank you, Shifra. Thank you. And I'm glad you're loving your body by not giving it the food you know it doesn't want. Good job. Luke.
Well, speaking of love, for the last 9 days, I've been totally absorbed in love here in Nepal, uh, flying home tomorrow. But this has been 9 days of the most extraordinary experience of love that I've ever experienced. Being here with Dr. Clint and our group here in Nepal, and walking the streets where Dr. Clint and Dr. Naram walked and did all these wonderful things. So I'm actually living in a state of love enjoyed this last week being here in Nepal. It's been absolutely extraordinary. My heart is bursting. I don't even have all the words to express the love that I've been experiencing these last 9 days. So that's my little contribution about love.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you. It's amazing to be in a bubble of love. And it sounds like that's where you are, in a bubble of love.
Yeah, it's been pretty extraordinary.
Yeah. So what has love, how has love been teaching you to love yourselves? Any any things where you're having difficulty loving yourself? Sometimes just speaking it out heals it. Um, we'd love to hear from anyone who would like to share.
Maybe I can speak
Yeah.
because I had a similar situation like Esther was just explaining, having an accident, and I fell on my shoulder as well. And for months, I couldn't use my arm at all. And for me, the greatest challenge was really to ask for help and to actually admit that my body just wasn't functioning as it used to, and to come to terms with that, and to really accept that it was actually my soul that was kind of giving me this opportunity to find myself, because I had 3 children, small children, a big household, a lot of stuff to do, and I had completely neglected myself. And for me, that accident in retrospect gave me so much. And one of the biggest gifts I got from that was really that to find who I was, and that I am worthy as well of my own time, and not just giving it away to everyone around me. And I guess that over the years has really shaped me. And so love for me is really starting with myself, as Debra-Ann so beautifully explained with the Forgive and Forget, that it's really about us. And so that really, when also the quote, love is going to teach you, and it was really the love that I gave myself, but also, as I just said, the love that I received from everyone around me, supporting me in these times, my sister, my parents, my parents-in-law, everyone, my children even, and my husband, everyone was just so supportive of me and what I was going through. And I had to learn to accept that, because that wasn't in my nature. And so for me, that was such a big lesson. And I can see it now when people are struggling with that acceptance of love, and how difficult it is for so many people to ask for help. And so for me, loving yourself might actually mean to ask for help.
Mm. That's beautiful, Cornelia. And that's so true. That's, I guess, my next lesson. Thank you. Robin?
So I guess one of my learnings is to be able to offer help. And so I was in a 2-day retreat for my business, and our one of our exercises was to write a personal mission statement that was like really aligned with our soul. And when we write our mission statement, then we had to also write as part of that how I need to be or what I need to do to fulfill my mission. And so one of the things that I wrote was that I show up for the people who want what I have, that are ready to for the healing knowledge that I have. And and I'm supposed to read it every day. So as I'm reading it, I'm like, well, I can't really be showing up for them if they don't even know that I do it. You know, I wound up with 3 people who have had strokes recently, and I, started to think about maybe I would create a cohort of people who are working on recovering from strokes. But it doesn't work if it's just all in my head. And so I realized that part of when I wrote, I am showing up for the people who are ready for what I have, then it actually got me to be willing to let them know that I have things that could help them. And so, loving is, it's an act that we can do with other people, and we shouldn't feel guilty for wanting to share what we know.
Thank you, Robin. That's beautiful. I'm sorry, there was another echo. Thank you. Jerem.
Hi. So thanks for this call and this topic. I had a moment last night that I wanted to share. Nell and I had a pretty full day, went to the demonstrations, which were lovely, and a little tired. And I got a message from my daughter, who is godmother to a 5-year-old boy who's lovely, lovely, amazing kid, and kind of special need a little bit. Anyway, she told me that he was asking if I would sing him a song. So I was clearly a yes. And I used to do this with my daughter 25 years ago or more. And so it was so simple and a way of loving this child in this pure request that it was totally heart-opening for me. And I don't have to teach him anything. That's right. Just be there, present. I don't have to sing perfectly. And my daughter joined in, and it was just very special. So I wanted to just share that.
Oh, thank you, Jerem, sharing just who you are, the love that you are. That was awesome. Thank you. Beautiful. Brett.
Hey, everyone. Good morning from Colorado Springs. Thank you, Katie and Debra-Ann and Esther, for a wonderful reminder. I have built a life and a career as a younger man of caring for, loving, and serving other people. And I'm so grateful for the relationships developed over that time. But as I served and loved and offered, I quickly began a rhythm in my world where my lovability, my security, my safety it was validated by what I offered to other people, rather than who I was as a human and as a son. And I even married a woman who needed so much from me, but didn't reciprocate the message that I was lovable for who I am. And just in the last few years, I've realized that's a wonderful part of who I am. but the love I offer gets to be sourced in the love that I offer myself. So I just am so grateful that, so appreciative of the reminder, even now, of rhythms in my world that I need to slightly adjust to care for myself, care for my own heart, to be kind and gracious, and loving to this big old guy, as I look for people in my world and in my life that I get to care for as well. So many thanks for that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Brett. Yeah, those of us that give, we yeah, time for ourselves. Beautiful. Thank you. Nehemiah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
But you'll not be able to see me today. I would need probably support from or whatever. Find the video will come back, but not today. So about I happen to be blessed for my teacher since he gave me this powerful experience a few years ago when I was 28 years old of Jesus on the cross and being in the light and wanting to have more and more of it in my life and to share it with others. My teacher gave me also kind of promise that I'm going to live for quite a few more years. He gave me even kind of minimum. So I'm not that afraid of death. But I know that I still have a limit of time, because we all have a limit of time, how long we, and I want to reach the highest possible state and to share from there. So I ask God, speed up my journey. Little did I know, Atiti B'Levo Baba, so many challenges came, and one of them was a accident where I had to go to the, almost died, and went to the emergency room for a few days. And when I came out of the emergency room, as any one of you have been in emergency rooms, there are so many viruses there that I had many stuff. A lot of stuff was triggered, but all of it is gradually healing, and I'm more healthy than I was before. So basically, it just showed me. But sometime I must tell it for the children in Gaza and for others, the lesson to come close to God is going to take many lifetimes. But for us who choose to connect to spirit, we can connect much more here and now, and we can help others. So now I just want to finish with this. I say it everywhere, the silver lining, because we are in a good place, but the world is in a very strange place, or whatever name you want to call it. There's a silver lining, and I shared before maybe, and I'll share it again. There are um, two cycles that are in confluence. One of them, unlike what these people think, a student of Yogi of Yogananda told me in 2016 that 2025 will be the transition from Kali Yuga to Satya Yuga. We are in the midst of the transition, and it's very challenging transition because transition is always painful, the entire world. So it might be very hard in the world, but I see a lot of heralds of the spring. I see a lot everywhere. I won't get into all this. I see so many inside me and in the other people, and in different countries like Senegal. We have somebody from Senegal, which is a real shining city over the hill, and many other signs I see. And the other, just to finish the information, the other cycle that is coming to fruition now, to transition now, is a shorter cycle. It's not millions of years, but 26,000 years. The Mayan calendar is finishing 26,000 years of um, egocentric humanity. I mean, mostly, not all, of course. And more people who are trans-egocentric. And the day that it happened, the transition, Shifra saw wasn't aware of it at that time, saw a rainbow in the sky. So this is my story for today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Even nature showed. Thank you, Nehemiah. I'm glad you're well. Katie.
There we go. I'm going to be brief, but I just want to acknowledge that one of the huge ways that love teaches me is through this community and the love that flows through everyone's hearts here. And it's so, it's just a sacred space where we can show up and give and receive and see transformations and really see how powerful love is as a teacher and a healer. And Debra-Ann and Esther, I want to thank you for this Sunday call. I'm right after this call, I'm starting my 10 days of silence and solitude. And I can't think of a better way to kind of slide into it. And what came up for me is something that a teacher of mine said on another silent retreat was, treat yourself as if you are a deer. And so I ask myself that, when I catch myself being unkind to myself, how would I treat myself as if I were a deer? And that's become kind of a guiding little sentence for me. So I just wanted to share that. And I love you all and thank you all so much for showing up and being here and sharing your hearts and your love. And just thank you.
Beautiful, Katie. Beautiful. Your little phrase reminds me of the you are the Atiti Debo Baba. You are the unexpected guest. You are the one to treat with honor and respect. Thank you for sharing that. We have a few more minutes before breakout rooms. Is there anyone else who would like to share how this challenging time has called you to love yourself in a way that you hadn't done before? So I'll just share one of the things that this process has brought me to over the last couple of months, which were very challenging for me, is being open to the unexpected and being curious. And I'm very much aware that through all the therapy I've been through, that we never actually lose our coping strategies, but what happens is when life happens in such a way that it pushes you over the top, those strategies come back into play. And loving those strategies, because that's why we've survived. I mean, we were successful. We got here because of those strategies. And so loving them and then letting them go, they brought us to a point where we can let them go. But they're always going to be there. And so being curious now about what life is going to open up for me is very fun and exciting. And there's more connection with my family. And I hope as you love yourselves, you find more connections and things that are deepening, and you fall in love with other people all over again, seeing their generosity and their hearts and just their being. And let's see, I should ask, I don't know, is it almost 2 minutes? But we got 2 minutes. Anybody want to share something in 2 minutes? James, I just saw you flash across the screen. I'm so glad you're here. That's Harvey. Beautiful to see you.
Maybe I'll
Patricia.
share
Patricia,
a little.
yes, I see you. I love
Yes.
seeing you. Go ahead, please.
I just found that on Friday, we do have so many resources that we've learned in all sorts of places up to now to call on in tough times. But I found myself just getting irritated with some people on Friday. I'm just very aware of it, and trying to stop myself in my tracks because the people are vulnerable people. And then yesterday I was at a lovely event, a christening of a lovely baby. And again, there was one that was just irritating. And again, knowing what I know, I thought, just hang on. But it was challenging. And then I was meant to go out this morning to another a day event, and it was lashing rain. And I just felt that after yesterday, the day before, I felt I had a hint of a sore throat and maybe a cold coming on. And thought, well, that's possibly the way one feels when one is sort of under the weather. You know, just everything is, not everything, but some things are just irritating. And I thought, I'm not going to go out in the lashing rain because I'll probably just make things worse in terms of the cold or the cough or whatever. So I stayed home, and there was quite of an agreement with somebody else here who was supposed to go with me, and they, yeah, best to stay at home, have a quiet day. And then when the rain eased off, we went out for a walk, and on the way back, this brilliant sunshine has come out, and it's still out. And it is just, you know, it's like kind of an analogy in itself, and that there's irritations, there's sore throats, there's coughs. I have no feeling of a sore throat or a cold now. I thought, is it just little nudges we get from on high to just remember what you know and apply it. And yeah, I feel good. So it's lovely to tune in and just hear other people's soft stories as well. And yeah, to remember and to be grateful for the community. It is lovely to have a community of people that understand. And I say I do have other groups outside who are great like that as well. But it's just a lovely space to be in just at this moment, and the sun is shining. So thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. I love your story because it reminded me of I have, pitta comes up from time to time where I'm irritated, and I love what you shared, because I was thinking of many times it's because somebody has something to say and I have something to do, and and so I feel that little irritation come up, and then the phrase, like Katie shared a phrase. So the phrase that I've been using is, God is in front of me. What does he want to share? It's like, okay, that's got to change my perspective a little bit. Thank you, Patricia. Cornelia, are we ready for breakout rooms? Okay. We're going to do our regular sign off. I love you all. Oh my gosh, I know you weren't on screen, but I saw your name, Carmen. I love you. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you,
And
Debra.
Jacob. Here we go. I love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with
You and
you.
I'm with you. And I'm with you.
You and I'm with
You and I'm with
you.
you.
And
I
I'm
love
with
you,
you.
Karen.
And I'm with
Love you,
you.
and I'm
I'm
with
with
you.
you.
I love you.
I'm with
With
you.
you.
I love you. And I'm with you.
I love you.
I
Bless you.
love
Bless
you,
you.
and
Bless you.
I'm with you.
Love you and I'm
Hey,
with you.
Linda.
I love
Love
you,
you and
and
I'm
I'm
with
with
you.
you.
And you
Love you,
have
Machen.
Love you and
Love
I'm
you,
with
and I
you.
am with
Love you,
you.
and I'm with
Love you
you.
and I'm with